WWE Raw goes to Netflix tonight, January 6th. It's going to be a huge show. In this video today, we're going to be doing my predictions. The review will be out tomorrow. Predictions are going up tonight. So we got my predictions for this show. We got a stacked show. We got CM Punk versus Z Rollins. We got Liv Morgan taking on Rhea Ripley for the world title. And we got Jey Uso versus Drew McIntyre. The show looks to be stacked. We also got a Cena return and a Rock return. And we got guys like Hulk Hogan and Stone Cold Steve Austin on this show, man. Okay, so here's the match card. Like I was right, this is the match card. Of course, this is not in order, but we got Liv versus Rhea for the Women's World Heavyweight for the Women's World Championship. Then we got Tribal Combat for the Ula Fala. For the title of the Tribal Chief, we got Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa. Then two matches that are just for the storylines, I guess, We got CM Punk versus Z Rollins and Jey versus Drew McIntyre. Honestly, Jey versus Drew, they could have left this off here. We've seen that many times. But, I mean, maybe they're planning on doing something big. And then Zeth versus Punk. I'm quite excited to see that match. I cannot wait for that match. I'm very hyped for that. That and the Roman match and the returns are going to be the best thing about the show. But we're going to start with predicting the matches. So we're going to predict all these right now with the figures. And then we're going to get into other things. So let's do that. Okay, so for the first match I ended up going with was Liv versus Rhea Ripley, since it's a big one, and I just thought we should kick off the video of the predictions with a big match. And, this is in no order as well. There's been no order put out for this match card. I don't think there has, but that's going to ruin it anyways if they put out the order, if that gets leaked. We want a surprise of an order. I don't want to get a leaked order of the show. So we got Rhea versus Liv for the Women's World Championship. Should be a good match. I'm kind of sick of this feud, though. I'm sure the match will deliver, though. The matches have been, they've been alright. I see Dominic getting involved in this match a little bit. I'd say Dominic will probably get involved. Now, I'm sick of this feud. I want this feud to end. So I'd say Dom, he could get involved. There's always a chance that Dominic Mysterio gets involved. I'm trying to get him in the shot there. But basically, there's always a chance that we see Dominic coming out and he gets involved in different things. So I could definitely see Dominic getting involved. But I think this is going to be the end of Liv's title reign, because there's cracks in the Judgment Day with Finn Balor and the whole thing where she's telling Raquel to tell Finn something and Finn's telling JD to tell Liv something. There's that whole thing, and I think this is just going to be the end of the Judgment Day. I'm predicting that this will be like the end of this current Judgment Day, and this also could be the end of Dom and Liv's relationship. Now, I'm not sure about that one. That could continue a little bit. I was looking for my Finn Balor figure, but it's over there. He's over here. So basically, if I just get the Judgment Day in frame, I think this will kind of be the end of, the whole Judgment Day with Liv. And basically, Judgment Day will just be Finn, JD, Dominic, and Carlito without Liv Morgan, because I feel like Liv's going to lose, and then the crack will eventually break between Liv and Finn, and then they'll be done in the Judgment Day. So then Liv will end up losing her title to Rhea Ripley. But then after the match, that won't be the only big thing that will happen. Becky Lynch will come back. And I gotta show up the title. So Rhea will beat Liv, and then Becky Lynch will come back, and then that will lead to a match at WrestleMania between these three in a triple threat match. Now, I could be wrong on this. Liv could retain, and they could do the triple threat match at Mania still, and Becky could still return and all that. But, I'm just going to say they'd make Rhea win it because it's going to be Raw on Netflix. So they're going to want to pull some big moves here. They're going to want to draw people in, new viewers with crazy stuff. So, Rhea wins the title. Becky returns, and the match happens at WrestleMania. That's my prediction. Jey Uso versus Drew McIntyre for the 10th time. I feel like we've seen this a lot. But anyways, Jey versus Drew, I could see maybe the Bloodline getting involved. Jimmy, I could see Jimmy getting involved and trying to help Jey a little bit. So I could see that happening. And maybe, Jimmy comes out, Sammy comes out and helps Jey get the W over Drew. And maybe Drew loses this war because he has the whole war with the Bloodline. But I don't know. They could be doing Drew versus Roman at WrestleMania. So if they're going to go that way, Drew has to beat Jey. So we could still see the Bloodline, and Drew could still succeed, because maybe we get Sammy and Jimmy coming out to try and help, and then Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga comes out and takes out Jimmy and Sammy. So then that just leaves Jay and Drew, and then we have Drew wins in the end. That's what I'm going to predict here, because I think we're going to see some shenanigans in this match with the Bloodline and Sammy and Jimmy, because Jimmy and Sammy trying to help Jay, of course, and then Solo's Bloodline kind of making sure that Jay doesn't win, but he's not necessarily helping Drew, if you get what I mean. But yeah, that's probably what I'm going to say, because these are all tangled in the same kind of storyline right now. Solo's Bloodline, Jay's Bloodline. I know it's not like Roman's Bloodline, but Jay with Sammy and Jimmy. You get what I mean? But anyways, I'm going to say Drew McIntyre wins. And yeah, it's going to be the prediction for this one. I'm going to go with Drew, because they got to give the win to Drew. Like, come on, this is going to be a big year for Drew. I love both of these guys, so I don't mind who wins, but the better pick would be giving the win to Drew McIntyre. In my opinion, moving on. Okay, CM Punk versus Z Rollins. Alright, so how this feud started was CM Punk said that basically, you're in the past, Seth. I wanted to face you a year ago for the world title. You don't have the world title anymore, Seth. I want to go for the guy who does have the world title. Gunther or Cody Rhodes, right? It's pretty much going to be Gunther, probably, or Cody Rhodes. Anyways, then Zed said, I still want to face you, Punk. Basically, you've still been on my mind. Punk said, I haven't thought of you at all. Zed said he did think of him. Then basically they had a clash. They've been having a feud ever since then. And now we got the match here. Tonight on Monday Night Raw. So if Punk wins, Punk can just say, I've already beat you. I'm moving on to WrestleMania. If Rollins wins, I guess Rollins beat him and he's the number one contender. Like, is this a number one contenders match? Like, where do they go after this is kind of what I'm thinking. I'd say it's going to be, this will probably be a feud that might be a trilogy. Now, after Raw on Netflix, we got our next big show is Royal Rumble. So these could possibly have a match at Royal Rumble or Elimination Chamber. And that's where the feud could end. And then one of them could go on to WrestleMania for a world title shot. It's kind of hard to predict this one. This one is a little difficult. All right, you know what? I'm just going to go with my gut here, and I'm going to say CM Punk because Punk beat Drew, right? Also, in the Drew trilogy, who won the first match again? I'm pretty sure it was CM Punk. Okay, so Drew McIntyre won the first one. I forgot about the one with Z Rollins as a special guest referee. That was the first one at SummerSlam. And then the next one, Punk won, which was the strap match. And then the last one, Punk won Bad Blood. They've pushed Punk so much since he came back that I'm going to predict CM Punk wins here. And then Zat asked for the rematch. Or maybe Zat wins here, but I'm going to go Punk. You know what? I'm just going to say Punk and move on. We're going to say CM Punk wins here. Not sure exactly what happens after, but I'm going to say CM Punk wins here and tries to go after Gunther. But Zat just keeps getting in his way. And then eventually they have another match. Maybe Punk wins that one, and that's the end of the feud, or maybe they do a trilogy. You never know. Ladies and gentlemen, this next match is the match that I'm looking forward to the most. Tribal Combat versus Roman Reigns, the OTC. He won't stand. There we go. Taking on the Tribal Chief from Timu, Solo Sikoa. I love you, Solo. All right, brilliant promo. There was a brilliant promo between Solo and Paul on SmackDown, which basically Solo said, I need someone to carry him out of the Fallas, and Paul will be that guy. And he said, if I win, if Solo wins, and of course, you must put the Fallas on me. You will acknowledge me. Roman will finally acknowledge me. If Roman wins, you will put them on Roman. You will stay with Roman as his tribal chief. And Solo will finally acknowledge Roman Reigns. The only possible way that Solo Sikoa can win this is if this man returns. The final boss, The Rock. That is the only possible way that Solo Sikoa will win this match. If the final boss returns, The Rock, then Solo's winning. But The Rock will be at the show either way. So maybe The Rock will come out after this match. And maybe we're going to finally get Roman versus The Rock. So this is a hard one to predict. Who do I go with here? And Roman keeps bloody falling as well. That is very annoying. There could be a crazy swerve here where Solo wins with the help of The Rock. Paul has planned this the whole time since WrestleMania. And they have Solo, Paul, The Rock, Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa. That's their bloodline. They dominate. And then Solo says, The Rock says to Solo, actually, sorry, The Rock says to Solo, you've been holding that Ulafala for me. You've done a good, Solo. Give it to me. The final boss then is the Tribal Chief. It's a mad prediction. I know. And then we get Roman versus The Rock for the Ulafala at WrestleMania. Imagine that. Imagine this happens. Imagine Solo is just basically being The Rock's little, basically servant. You know, he's basically just holding it for him. So then we get the Tribal Chief, the Rock Tribal Chief, the Rock final boss versus Roman Reigns. That's one way it could go. Or Roman wins and we just have Roman as the Tribal Chief versus The Rock. So I don't know. Either way of them, I could see it going either way. I gotta make my prediction. They're my two predictions. How about we throw out two predictions? That's a bit unfair though. It says predictions. I'm gonna make one prediction. You know what? They're gonna swerve us. I can tell. This is gonna be mad, but I'm gonna predict Solo wins, and our bloodline looks like this. This is my prediction. I know it's mad. Paul will be forced into doing this as well. I think it won't be planned. I think Paul will be forced. Could be planned though, because Paul looked like it could have been planned. But yeah, this is going to be my prediction. I'm going to predict Solo wins. And this is what the bloodline looks like. I know, crazy, but I'm going to stop saying this. But I'm going to say Solo wins with the help from Rock. And then Rock takes the other fella from Solo. Basically, Solo was just holding it, having it until The Rock comes back. But that might not work with the whole tribal thing. But this is The Rock. He does whatever he wants, you know? Okay, I guess I'll talk about Cena just for a little second there. I guess Cena will just come back just for his farewell tour. This is the start of the farewell tour tonight. So I guess Cena will just basically be coming out to tell us what he's going to be doing in this farewell tour. You know, what his plans are for the year. And then I guess he might have a match against someone. I don't know who it could be. It could be anyone. It could be Stone Cold Steve Austin because he's rumored as well. But I was thinking maybe Cena and Rock could have a little interaction if The Rock doesn't do something with the Bloodline. But The Rock will probably do something with Roman and Solo's match with Bloodline. So I guess Cena will do something different. We'll have to see what Cena does. I'm not sure what Cena does, so I'm just going to say he comes out, talks, has a match. That's just what I'm going to predict for Cena. We're also going to see Stone Cold. I think he's kind of been rumored, and, you know, it's going to be he could be on the show. He's a huge star, so I'd say he's going to be on the show. I would say that we're going to see Stone Cold. We could see Stone Cold versus Cena. Who knows? Imagine we got that. That'd be mental. But Stone Cold might also do something. Maybe he'll kick The Rock's ass, you know? That'd be cool. Okay, so the last guy we're going to talk about is Hulk Hogan. I don't know what exactly Hulk Hogan's going to do. There could be a ton of more surprises that I missed out on, but I can't keep talking forever. So, I don't know. Hulk Hogan is apparently going to make his return. Maybe he's just going to cut a little promo. People will be mad about this, but I love Hulk Hogan, so I'm down for anything with Hulk Hogan, man. I'm down to see him one last time. Cut a little promo in the ring. That'd be sick. Maybe we could get Jimmy Hart coming out with him as well. So, yeah, you know, it'd be cool to see Hogan, you know? Love him or hate him, I love him. You know, controversial things about him. But anyways, yeah, this is where we're going to end this is where we're going to end the video. I don't know. Hogan's rumored to come out, so just decided to mention it. And we might also get The Undertaker. He's also down here. Like, we're going to see, like, so many legends on the show, I would say. So we could also get The Undertaker. Also get, yeah, you know, I'm going to leave it there. Because we've been rambling on about this for too long. And this video is going to be too long. But I'm going to have to go edit this. I'll briefly mention, there's nothing advertised for Cody and Gunther, so I guess they'll just do something on the show. I guess, who knows? Well, they're obviously going to be on the show. I just don't know what they're going to do. Okay, so here are my winners. The winners of the match, of course. And then these are all the returns that could happen. But anyways, thank you a lot for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to My Fun Figures. My Fun Figures out.